It is that time of the year again. The Pokemon Centre has popped up once again at the London XL. So let's see what we can find. First up is a photo opportunity with Bulbasaur, but before we got to that, there was actually a photo op with Wooloo on the Underground train, but we completely missed that and bypassed it. Next up is a photo opportunity with Squirtle, and no prizes for who is third on the list for the photo op. Of course, it is Charmander. Now, on the television screens in the background is a little flick through of all of the apparel that they've got available at the centre. Now, to get into the Pokemon Centre, you do have to pre-book, so please don't just turn up. Now, the first purchase of the day is the 2024 exclusive coin and damage counter dice. Now, thankfully, everything was lined up fairly well. Not everything was exclusive to the day. There was a lot of items there that you could just purchase on the Pokemon Centre UK website without a problem whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like these maps. However, if these were printed on metal like a display artwork, they would look amazing. And we've got even more artwork. It's more of like a pop-up artwork shop at this rate. We've got Charizard, we've got Gengar, we've got Pikachu made of even more Pikachus. We've got Snorlax, we've got Slowpoke, and for some bizarre reason, we also have Spheal too. But at £16.99, I think today I'll be giving it a miss. Again, we are seeing more items that are not exclusive to this event. Most of this is available on the Pokemon Centre UK website. Now, I do like these bookends. However, there's just something that's not quite right for me on the Pikachu side. The Snorlax side is amazing, I love it. But the other end, I need a little bit more. Next up, we've got light boxes, which are once again available on the Pokemon Centre UK website. But, to be fair, they do look really good. We have Piplup, we have Vulpix, we have Mimikyu, and we've also got a Ditto, which I managed to turn on all by myself. In hindsight, this would have made a fantastic nightlight for my eldest. And then we're going to come to possibly my favourite item that I've seen so far. It's Pikachu's bum and Wooloo, but mainly Pikachu's bum. And then we have more bookends and book middles and things like that. Again, not exclusive, and these have been around for the last couple of years. Finally, an exclusive card sleeves, limited to one per customer. But that's enough of the exclusive stuff. Let's go back to what we can already buy on the website. Admittedly, it's very nice to see this all in one place. And if I had the room to display all of this, I think I would have bought at least 3 or 4 of these. But in my current situation, I can't, so I didn't buy any of them, but they're here for you to see, and my god, they do look very, very cute. Next up, we've got some t-shirts, which again, you can buy online very, very easily. But then, would you believe it, we've only gone and found more exclusives. We have a notepad, limited to 1 per customer, and not only that, we've got a pen to go with it, although this wasn't limited for some reason. Now, this is where I mess up. On the signage, it says limited 5 pins per person. Now, I thought it was 5 of each type of pin. Turns out I was wrong. It's only 5 pins across the board. Now, they had more than 5 different pins available, which means choosing the one you want is very, very hard. So at the end of the video, you'll see which pins I actually choose, and let me know whether you think I made the right choice or not. Looking back at it, I wish I made more of a selection rather than just buying 5 of the same one. And this is me picking up more pins, which I'm not allowed to purchase, so these do eventually find their way back onto the shop front. Next up is an exclusive pack of postcards. Again, limited to only 1 per customer, which is good because it means that everyone gets a chance to buy the stock and the items that they want. And guess what? These also counted as pins, which means I had to put these back too, although they are technically key rings. And these lovely 2024 pins, again, limited to 5 across the board per customer. And then we have a magnet, which thankfully is not a pin, however, still limited to 5 per person. Now, I don't know why I left this so late, as it's quite a sought after item normally. It is the Championship playmat and bag. Then we have loads of TCG products. Now, I don't want to go too mad with this because it's big, it's bulky, and you've got to try and carry everything around with you until you get back home. And then we have the cutest Pikachu and Pichu. Now, this is available online, and it is the Sweet Support Pichu and Pikachu. It does retail at $34.99, but my god, that is adorable. And this one, I literally got there, right place, right time. And the reason why I say that is because it's actually sold out on the Pokemon Centre UK website. Now, this section was like a ready-made cosplay or Halloween costume section. Team Rocket galore. we had t-shirts, we had coats, we had almost everything you would need to get your costume sorted. However, for me, a little bit on the expensive side. Now, I almost completely missed these. I only went back to this section because I saw one in someone else's bag. I thought, oh, that's really cute, I need that. And then the lady said, that's the last one. You are not going to get any more than that. So I picked it up. But as luck would have it, I did another loop 5 minutes later and someone actually put one back. So I managed to pick up two, which is an absolute bargain. And these sleeves, again, are adorable, but they are readily available online. Now we have the plushes, but not just any plushes, the really, really big ones, which I don't think you quite understand how big they are until you see them in person. Now, again, these are available on a UK website, but they are so big. And I don't think I've got the space, or many people have the space to actually get these out on display and really enjoy them. And they are super soft too. Now, something I actually have. I have a Wand Company Pokeball and a Great Ball actually. I've got two of them. Again, these are available not only on the UK website, but also on third-party websites such as Zavvi as well. Prime example as to why you always go and do another lap. These were out of stock and then they got restocked. Next up, we have pixelated Pokemon sprites. Pin badges, they're not for me. I'm not a pin badge person. However, these do look adorable. And again, they are readily available on the website. And I think we're nearing the end of our time at the shop. Now, the queue for the tills was very, very long. They had 25 different tills open and I was queuing for 45 minutes. Now, when I left the queue, it was in fact a lot bigger than when I joined it. So if you were lucky enough to get tickets to this event, make sure you're wearing shoes that are very comfortable because you may be standing up for a very long time. And also take a bottle of water with you too. Now, the queue to get in can be very, very daunting, but don't forget, you've all been given a time slot. If it's approaching your time slot and you think you might not be able to get in before you're supposed to, your best bet is to go to the front, speak to security, and they'll sort you out. For me, that was the biggest downside of the day, was security that were there letting people in weren't particularly vocal about what they were doing. Now, please be warned that the Pokemon Center itself accepts card only. And as soon as you come out of the Pokemon Center, there's going to be a seating area. Now, when I left today, there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people playing the TCG, and there's also a lot of people buying and selling and trading the cards as well. So don't forget to give that a proper look before you leave. But there we go. That's it from me. And yeah, have a look at what I bought. Okay, let's go through the haul. Now, some items were limited to one per person, some were 5, some were 3, etc, etc. So, limited to 1, we've got a 2024 exclusive backpack. We've also got a playmat, card sleeves, and then I can't remember what it's called, but it's got like your dice, your damage counters, that sort of thing. We've also got some postcards, a notebook, and pen. The pins were limited to 5, and it wasn't 5 of each pin, it was 5 pins in total. So we've got 5 of the lanyard pins, which are quite nice. We've also got 5 magnets, 2024 Gengar, Pikachu, and that one which I don't know the name of. But I've got friends who collect, I've got friends who own shops, businesses and that sort of thing, so they didn't have the opportunity to come down, I did. And the second lot of goods, these were the last 2 available, the double boxes for the first partner's power, and then the singles as well. I only got 2 of those. We got 5 packs, which was your limit for the pixelated sleeves. They just look nice. They're 151. I do very much like them. I've also got a small 6-pack bundle of Paldean Fates, which I've not opened yet. And then I bought this because I checked the website 2 days ago and this was out of stock, so I'm hoping that will help me to recoup some of my cash as well, which is always very nice. And I've got this because it just looks nice. But there we go, we are done.